I'm thirsty for foam, public parks where I roam, as a foam blasting gangster like Al Capone. Got a glass full of darts, take it straight to the dome. I like those high-speed blasters that rattle your bones. I'm thirsty for foam. What is up, my foam flinging fam? It's almost like a tongue twister, isn't it? Well, today I am reviewing my Dart Zone Spectrum. I guess it's Adventure Force Spectrum. It's Dart Zone. This is not the right blaster. This is the right blaster. So this is another mod overview. This is our Dart Zone Adventure Force Spectrum modified to be dual stage band blasters. All I did was cut a sheet here and just kind of drilled and screwed holes like I always do to attach things. But it's dual stage band blasters. I did do printed Picatinny rail up top. I did lose a lot of this front end, so I did have to do some work around to get this thing to be attached. There's a little bit of here where it's not. I was thinking about drilling straight through the body, but that would just ruin the look. So it's not bad. It could be better, but overall it still feels pretty solid everywhere else. We did some of the full length, what's it called, flared mag wells here, and they kind of work. I mean, we went with Talon mag adapter here, printed one, but I mean, it works pretty good. It's definitely I think will gravity drop. I'm trying not to hit my toes right now. My gravity drop skills aren't all that great. Did do a motor cover here on the other side because the motors actually, since it wasn't, this has the area where the motors fit in on this part of the shell. Since I was doing dual stage, those motors were kind of poking out here, and so I had to cut the shell. And then I used a motor cover file for here actually. Sliced it where I cut it so it wasn't like super high and sort of matched up with the other one. And yeah, I was thinking about printing the other one too, but then I'd have to work out the height, and I thought it would look weird when this one was like a lot taller than the one in the front, but who knows, I could still add it. The front grip, I think it came from like a pistol kit, like Spectrum's pistol kit. I like it, it's pretty sweet. I think it fits better than the stock one. Do we have the stock one? Let's pick up the stock one. So there's the stock one. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't. It's on the floor. It's on the floor for a reason. What else? What else? I kind of don't need this magazine release. I did run into an issue where I noticed this printed mag adapter. It didn't have a way where it was like, there was nothing that stopped it from over inserting. So I actually just drilled a screw straight through the shell into the mag adapter. So that mag adapter is not really moving in or out. Yeah, even with, yeah. Anyways, still, I could probably shave it down or something. This doesn't really serve a purpose anymore, except for where it catches on the mag. It's not going to release it because of the screw. Anyways, I'm digressing. What else? Band blasters. Now, I do recommend if you're doing something like the dual stage band blasters, if you're gonna want to get like the best performance, battery is going to be a thing. You know, voltage droppage is a thing. You know, I noticed that these smaller batteries that I have that run great on single flywheel setups. When you start doing multiple motors, you know, even a three motor full auto setup is not horrible, but having four is a big difference on just current draw and just how fast your battery is changing. And once your battery drops in some voltage, I mean, expect the wheels to be spinning slower. And when you're talking about something that's hit near 300 FPS, any voltage drop is going to make a huge difference. You know, I was noticing when I first tested, I was getting like 292 was my high. I got a 287, and then that battery that I had, I think was a 450 milliamp, or I forget, or 650. I forget what it is. A smaller battery. It was already drained, and I noticed it wasn't hitting, but maybe 270s on high. Like if you think about it, was RPM drain, was the voltage. I checked the voltage, it was dropped down to 11.6 after some moderate usage. So yeah, honestly I didn't use that much. So these motors do draw some power, so if you're gonna do dual stage, get a battery that's sizable, that's gonna pair up with it and perform well. Sorry, I like to show this side. I think this side is just prettier. A lot of emptiness on this side. I'm glad I found this mag well. We did use like a multicolor filament, and I tried to pick and choose exactly when the filament was going to change color. I did mean this to be dark. I did want this to have some color changing in there where it was dark on the rail. Kind of printed this as a last ditch thing. This is a cheek rest added. I still think this is too short, so this build is for somebody else. It's for my buddy Jimmy Rowan, so hopefully I might look up an extension for this, or we might do a Nerf attachment, but I printed this off just because I thought it was cool to have like a cheek rest thing. And while I was soldering and stuff, I just let me get something printed. Look, I put tape on there because it's got those cutout arrow designs, so when I put it over, not only does it help keep snug, it actually is red in the background. I thought that was kind of cool. Stupid little trick I did. Yeah, the battery door I think came out nice. Was the multicolored print. It's my first roll of multicolored print. Only been printing maybe 3 or 4 months now, and I'm happy doing it. So I mean, it's making modding a lot more, I don't want to say easier, it's a little more accessible. I don't have to order parts, I don't have to wait for them. I do still have to wait for them to be printed, but like I can kind of, and if the files are available for purchase or for free, I mean, I can kind of pick and choose what I want to do when I want to do it. So it's kind of nice having a printer for those of you who haven't taken a dive in. For those of you who have not taken a dive into the lipo scene, we're gonna sorry, checking out the flared magwell action. It looks pretty good, you know. I want to slam it in there because you might catch it on the lip here with that little talon thing. I wish that set. I thought about cutting it so that it didn't catch up here on the flare, but it kind of gives me a general area where to guide it to. And I think it works pretty well. I like the foregrip here. I can put a finger here. I like how kind of like the bulky flared mag, it just kind of feels good to grip in the front here. Only thing is this is definitely too short, so I might work on that. But let's get some firing numbers. I get to a rev that's fairly full, and then we're just gonna rattle off a bunch, and then I'm just gonna see what the performance was like. Sometimes I might get some dust FPS readings, so let's see what happens. Our chronograph, and let's see, I'll just get the nozzle right up on here. Alright, so again, we talked about battery and current and stuff, so my high I got out of this early was 292. Looks like I got some low ones out of there, but you know, snapping them pretty fast. Some initial, oh, I can never get this damn thing to focus. Maybe I'm gonna go out. Come back in. Not really. Okay, so I'm gonna read them off to you. So it's 284 max. Minimum was 242. Average 265, so not bad. I see a handful of, most of them living in the 270s, it looks like. There's some 260s in there, like maybe another 249 low, and another 250 something low that would bring that average down. So I was getting like maybe 270s. It looks like 270s it's living in. Again, when I had another battery and it fully charged, I was hitting, I got a 287 and 292 on used darts. These are newer darts actually, by the way. I was hoping to get better FPS readings, to be honest, since it's newer darts. But yeah, I'm still happy with it. I know Adam, if Adam is watching, you know, I know he cringes. Adam from Band Blasters, I don't know if you guys know, he's very, very meticulous. I think I've gone over how he builds his wheels. If you guys don't know how he handcrafts every wheel for you, you should definitely check out the video on how he balances wheels, because I don't know of anybody else who balances wheels, to be honest. But anyways, I'm digressing. Adam would probably cringe that it's not hitting his 300 FPS mark. I think maybe battery pairing may have something to do with it as well. As well as some of this stuff, to be honest, you know, I got some of this stuff that he got, that I got from him, was actually stuff that he's not really wanting to sell in store. Some motors that, you know, he's big on quality control, so there's some motors that didn't cut the grade. There's some wheels that the axle holes were not correct, and he refilled them himself and re-drilled them himself. But since for him, when he's selling a product, it needs to be a top-notch product, so he actually won't sell them. So I was able to make a deal with him where he was able to send me some of the product where he didn't feel comfortable selling on his store, and you know, now I have this, right? Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. I think that's about all I have for you. I'm sorry I didn't do any build videos. I took some pictures and shared it with friends. You know, maybe I'll do a build video in the future. I know a lot of people still like build videos and need help when you come across odd things during modding. I mean, most flywheels are the same, but you know, I know in each shell there can be little intricacies, and I think a lot of the YouTubers have kind of gone away from it because they just kind of assume, hey, it's all the same, but there are little just physical things that you have to figure out that may be different from flywheel or from Springer to Springer. They're all breech and this and that, but there are little differences that, you know, some people are better at figuring things out than others. So maybe I'll try to do a video where I do a little internal mod overview and my thoughts and processes of obstacles, basically, because there was plenty of obstacles that came with this. It looks like an easy just build, and to be honest, if it was if I didn't do the dual stage thing in the front where I lost all the screw connections and stuff, it probably would have been a pretty easy just slap together kit, you know, to just print off and slap together, throw a new cage in. But you know, I gotta go big. We gotta go dual stage. But Jimmy, I'll post this video. I'm gonna look about the stock, see what else we can do to it, and this will be shipping out to a new home. This one's not mine, but let's see. Let's hear it one time. I call these dual stages vacuum cleaners, by the way, because that's kind of what they remind me of, the sound of multiple flywheels. But yeah, that's gonna clean the house right there. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I don't know, hopefully you guys are modding. Reach out to me if you have questions. I like to try to hop on and answer them. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next overview.